I think there's a big difference in a gobbler gobbling at your call when you're out there just trying to strike a gobbler up in the day. And whether you're on your box call, your tube call, your slate call, your mouth call, trumpet call, wing bone call, whatever you like to use to try to get turkeys located, I think there's a big difference in him just gobbling at you. And maybe he gobble at you 4, 5, 6 times, and then you getting in that turkey's head and having a conversation with that turkey and him coming all the way into you. There's a big difference. But a lot of times as turkey hunters, we think that just because we get a turkey to respond to us 4, 5, 6 times, oh man, we just think, oh man, I've struck gold, wow, you know, woo, I'm the best turkey hunter, he's just gonna come running in here and I'm gonna shoot him. And it don't happen a lot of times. Now sometimes it does. If you find the right gobbler that's, you know, really ready to do something, and I call them suicidal turkeys or the kamikaze turkeys, you know, it doesn't take a great caller, it doesn't even take much calling at all to get him to you pretty quick. And we all like them turkeys, especially when you have a rough season. But most gobblers are either going to get in a strut zone and going to wait for that hen to come to him, or he's been pressured, he's been hunted, and he's just, you know, he's just not going to come running in there. And you have got to step up your game as far as the vocalizations that you're throwing at that turkey. You just can't be yelping at him the same way and just throwing the same call at him. He may gobble at you, but I think a lot of times we have to understand that turkeys gobble to a loud noise. Even though that's a hen call, it's a shot gobble is what it is. It really just, he's just shot gobbling at you, just like he would on a crow call or an owl call or a coyote call or any kind of loud noise. Even though it's a hen sound, he's gobbling at you. But he's not really going to commit to come in. To get him to come in, you've got to really get in his head, and you got to hit the right nerve on that gobbler. Let me give you an example. Just yesterday, I was able to kill a real nice gobbler here by the house, and this gobbler, man, when I struck him on this old gobble getter tube call, my signature tube call, this thing was so far. He was like 400 yards. He was way over there. He was over on the neighbors. He was down a holler, back up the other side, and way over on another point. Well, you know, when he gobbled, I thought, there ain't no point in trying to go after that one. He's so far over there. But I hit that call a couple more times, and he gobbled back at me. So I knew he was hearing me. I thought, well, you know, I've done it before. Before I leave, you know, just go down there as far as I could go, and you know, just kind of fish around, see what he'll do. And it's a good thing I did. When I got down there to the fence, you know, as far as I could go, I sat down and you know, hit him on the tube call. I knew he was still over there. So I switched over to a mouth call, and I just sort of, you know, started fishing. Now, what do you mean by fishing? Well, turkeys have a wide range of vocalizations, and so that's where you have to learn all the different vocalizations you can and have this big arsenal to work with and all this, you know, tools in your toolbox of turkey hunting, because you never know on that day what that gobbler's going to want. You know, some days he'll want very soft calling. Most days he does. Some he'll want aggressive calling. Some he wants loud yelping. Some he wants soft yelping. Some he just wants a purr and a cluck. Some he wants a maybe the whine, or maybe the, you know, do it. You know, you don't know. That's why you have to just listen to real hens, get videos of real hens on YouTube, and if you're fortunate enough to call in a hen and she's vocal with you and a gobbler ain't with her, pull out your phone, put it on video mode, and just tape her and let her teach you how to practice in the off season. Because the more that you can learn about the different vocalizations of hens, the better off you're going to be on, you know, on days when you got to fish to find the right note. So getting back to yesterday, so I get down there and, you know, I just start yelping at him a little bit, you know, doing some normal yelps and nothing. I start, you know, cutting at him a little bit, nothing. And I'm going, okay, well, I know he's still over there. And I just start fishing because I've got a wide range of vocalizations that I can do. So I'm just trying to fish. What's it going to hurt? Think about it. He's over on the neighbors. You can't hunt over there anyway. And I think so many people are afraid to blow on their turkey call. They're just so afraid. Oh, I'm afraid I'm going to mess something up. I'm afraid I'm going to screw something up. Listen, you can't kill him no way. He's over there. You're going to have to get him over here. So it's not going to hurt nothing. That's the time when you experiment. Just experiment with different stuff. So what got that gobbler's mood changed was when I went back to an old fall turkey hunting call, and I started assembly yelping at him. Now you can do that in the spring too, but a lot of people, they just relate that to a, you know, in the fall, that fall turkey hunt. But they do it in the spring too. And it's, you know, a lot of spring hunters, they get a little bit nervous because it's a long, drawn out, loud call. But that's what I started doing. I thought, well, let's try this. And I go, 15, 20 notes, you know, just pow, pow, pow. And that turkey's attitude absolutely changed. He started gobbling. And when he started gobbling more. And I'm going, oh, well, okay. So I start assembly up more. He said, well, that's a lot of calling, though. I'm afraid I'm going to scare him off. He's over on the neighbors anyway. If I mess him up, big deal. You know, but let's just keep trying it. And because I kept assembly open, I wasn't just doing it constantly, but every few minutes I throw that, you know, 20, 25 note assembly up, and that gobbler, I could tell by his gobbling, his attitude totally changed. He changed, and he started gobbling toward me more, and then he started coming down that point slowly. When he started coming down that point, I was like, uh-oh, I hit the right note somewhere, and I just started assembly open. And he just keeps coming, and he just keeps coming. Then he gets down in the holler, and now he's within 200 yards of me. He's come from the top. Somebody said, you can't call turkey down the hill. Well, I called that one down the hill. He was way up there. He come all the way in the bottom, and so now he's in the bottom, and I know he's come all that way. Yeah, he's wanting to do something. He's, you know, but then he hangs up in the bottom. He hangs up. Well, I get a little bit soft. You know, I start toning it down a little bit, but I do some more assembly ups, just sort of under my breath, and man, he gobbles again. And he comes all the way up to me, and I shot that sucker at 15 yards yesterday. 400 yards to 15. Now, how did you do that? You have a conversation with that gobbler. You get on his right nerve. You have a conversation with him. Do I assembly up every day? Absolutely not. But I did yesterday. Why did I do it? Because nothing else was working. So the more vocalizations that you can learn and not be afraid to blow on that turkey call, the better off you're going to be. So I think that it's really important that we get out there, especially when you got a turkey, it's on the property line. That's when you experiment. That's when you tell yourself, if I mess him up, oh well, let's just try it. And then you start just trying different things. Pull out every call you got in your turkey vest. Do different types of yelps. Do different types of do different types of calls. And you never know when that turkey is going to respond and totally change his demeanor and come right to you. Now, another call that's overlooked a lot in the spring, that's more of a fall turkey hunting call quote, is the key. The other morning I heard a hen keying over on the neighbors, and I heard two gobblers over there answered her, and every time she key, they would answer. So what's that tell you? Well, they gobble to a key too. It's not just a fall call. Do I do it every day? No. Do I do it a lot in the spring? No. But I've got it in the back of my mind that I do key when the time is right. When is the time right for me? When I am going through there and I mistakenly bump a gobbler with hens, and the hens maybe go this way and he goes this way, and they kind of scatter. Well, I'll go in there and I'll give it about 35, 40 minutes, not say nothing, but I'll get in and just see if he starts gobbling on his own, because now he's over here probably on this ridge and they're over here, and see if he starts gobbling on his own, trying to get back with them hens. If he doesn't, I'll just start going in there about, you know, where I busted them up accidentally or around that area, and I'll just start keying at him. I'll just start being that hen that wants to get back, because that's what the key. It's a lost call. Hey, I want to get back with you. I want to get back with you. And many, many times, he'll start gobbling, and he'll come right back where you busted him up mistakenly. And he'll try to get right back with his hens. That hen was doing that the other morning. Man, he was gobbling at her. So I've got it in the back of my mind that I'm going to use it when the time I feel is right. Don't be afraid to get on that turkey call. So many people, again, are afraid to blow on a turkey call. Get on that turkey call and experiment. And if you will just learn more about vocalizations and call more and, you know, get out there and experiment with different gobblers that maybe is on neighbor's property, you ain't going to mess them up anyway. You never know. You never know what you might learn. Even if you don't kill the turkey, I bet you'll learn a lot. I just think that you ought to expand a little bit on your turkey calling. Learn how to get in that turkey's head. Don't forget about the assembly yelps and the key, and you'll be a lot better turkey hunter. And it may just save your season this coming year. And make sure to subscribe to our channel. Just hit that subscribe button down in the corner. I really appreciate it. Also, check out all of our sponsors in the links below. Spring Fever Custom Calls, where you can get my signature series of turkey calls from the old Gobbler getter when they're in stock. The little sly, the old sly, the slate call, all of the signature calls there, and all the other great calls from Spring Fever Custom Calls. Check them out in the links below. Check out Stoker Shotguns. Check out Tidewe, where you can get blinds, boots, a lot of great hunting equipment. If you ain't been going over to Tidewe, you're really missing out. Just make sure to use the promo code DALE to even get a better discount on all your purchases. And check out Kona Scopes, Game Cuffs, and our brand new sponsor, Obsession Bows. Check them out, because I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with my bow, and I've been out shooting it and trying to get used to it. I'm really impressed with it. So check them out at Obsession Bows. We really appreciate all of those that help us. And make sure to join me on Patreon, where you can become a $5 a month supporter to Dell Outdoors and help us out, just to help us bring you better content and all that. So follow me on social media. Hey, just appreciate everybody, and keep following me, and I'll see you in the next video.